to everyone. I'm Ada from Poison Rock, and it's my pleasure to have two stunning women, the Gems, Guernica and Emily. How are you?
Hi.
Hi,
Good.
good.
How is it going? I know that it's a tough day.
It's going well. It's just, yeah, like you said, we've had so many interviews today. It's if our brains are a little like then apologize for that now. But
No, we are taking slow. We just have to talk about this beautiful news about the album. That
yay.
the Phoenix is gonna be released the 26th of January through Naples. And it's really interesting to know about because you released a single in 2023, which was like a Phoenix. So
Yeah.
I now an album which is Phoenix. I want to ask you, do you associate the gems like to the phoenix as an animal? I mean, how this you feel, I know as well because you talk about even there are mentioned wolves. There is some kind of wildish, say nature in the soul of the gems.
I mean, there's definitely a theme, and we actually joked about it because, like a Phoenix and Send Me to the Wolves were our first two songs, and we're just like, are we having like an animal theme on this album, or what's going on? But you know, the Phoenix really symbolizes what we went through last year, being fired. Guernica got fired from our previous band, Thunder Mother, and with that, me and Mona left the band.
Yeah.
And so we kind of felt like, you know, like a phoenix, we have risen from the ashes of our former band. So it's really symbolic. But
Yeah.
we'll see if the phoenix like continues to go on the Gems
Maybe,
journey, or if it was just this album. We'll see, I guess.
That was
maybe we'll,
beautifully said, Emily.
yeah, maybe next time would be a bear or I don't know, a lion.
We've talked about parrots because
Okay.
we are all when we start talking, we just have a very weird sense of humor and we repeat everything everyone says like at least 3 times. So we're like, what if we have a parrot, but it's not such a cool animal? So it's still,
Yeah.
we're working on it.
I mean, yeah, they seem dumb, but they are no, they are always nice and fun. I keep company for sure, parrots. But of course, I mean, like you were mentioned, let's say that jams are kind of a recent formation as a band. So how do you both get in touch with each other? Because Emily before mentioned about with Mona and you, but you, Guernica, you get in touch with them.
You mean before Thunder Mother or before the jam?
Like, I mean, everything for Thunder Mother, how this friendship
Oh
started,
yeah, I
how,
mean,
how you decided to form the jams.
oh, okay. Well, I mean, to be completely honest, me and Emily, we got to know each other in 2017 when we joined Thunder Mother, and we quickly became really close. Like we even like on the first tour, we didn't know each other, and we had to share a bed in a van. Like it was just very crazy, and we became really good friends. Like we laugh a lot. Like Emily's one of those people that she makes me laugh so hard, and I love it. I love our
Yeah, do the
friendship.
interview then. It's a good.
Yeah. And like we unfortunately had to have our friendship hidden in Thunder Mother because of whatever ridiculous reasons there were. We tried to be nice people so nobody will feel left out. Uh, and we always talked to each other throughout because behind the scenes in Thunder Mother we had a tough time. I mean that's not. I feel like that's no new news. It was tough and we had each other through it all, and we always told each other like, if you leave the band, I'm gonna leave the band because I cannot stand being in this environment on my own. Like I'm gonna die, you know. So when all of a sudden I got fired, you know, Emily decided to leave the band as well because of that, and also not just because of that, but because the everything that we had believed in Thunder Mother about it being a real band where you make all the decisions together and you're equally important as a member were all lies, and we had to face that horrible reality of us just being lied to for so many years. So Emily hette principfast.
like I'm a really like
What's
I
the
have
word?
strong character.
Yeah,
No?
you have like yeah, you have like if people like you don't take any shit. Like once you realize that Filippa had just gone ahead, she went rogue, fired me, had her own plans, then you kind of already knew that this is not for me anymore because it's the most disrespectful thing you can do to someone when you know, worked your ass off for something together,
Someone that
building the
stands
brand
for
and
the
everything.
truth and the honesty and
Yeah,
like
exactly.
both
So
on, yeah.
yeah, and Mona joined us the 2 last years of Thunder Mother, and Emily and Mona are good friends since 10 years before. Like they've been in bands together, and Mona became a bass player because Emily asked her nicely. She's actually a guitar player, and she was like, "Could you play the bass for us, please?" And she was like, "Okay, I'll think about it." And obviously she did it, and she did great. And we were very grateful because she
Yeah,
picked up
that's
the bass, and it was natural for her. And then you know, through Emily, I feel like you know when you have friends and people are like
yeah,
good people around you, they usually attract similar people that you
exactly,
like.
yeah, exactly,
And
exactly.
that's the situation with people. When I meet friends of Emily, I usually get along with them and really like them. And that's exactly what happened with Mona. Once I met her, I felt like she was an amazing person, and she joined us, and it was just perfect. And we work really well together, and we just have really good like both friendship with all of us, but also we have the same ambitions and work ethic.
Yeah,
So we have a respect that is
beautiful.
really important if you want to make something work. So for us, once everything happened, like
Yeah.
as soon as I had that email, which today is actually the day of when I got my fucking email, uh, we had a phone call and it was just like, we're going to continue. We don't know what we're doing, but we're starting a new band. Like it's happening. So it was like a no-brainer. We love working together and we have so much fun. And I'm so grateful that we get to experience everything again, but in a setting where we feel good and we can appreciate everything. And like we can have a beer with each other without it becoming toxic. You know how
Yeah,
fucked up that is, not being able to do that with people? Like with us now, we just have a good time.
yeah,
And
because
it's amazing.
yeah, at the same time, the rehearsal room, for example, where on the recording studio, you can just even just stop doing what you're doing and just have a talk, like when you have with your sister, friends,
Yeah.
close friends, just not just because that's what a band is supposed to be, a musical band, or even any type of project that it's
Yeah.
more that involve as well, like a kind of a feeling of a friendship, a feeling of connection. That's
Yeah.
important and honesty and freedom and at the same time being professional because all these things came out to be professional and when you have all of this that's nothing that you can stop because
No.
and already you experience what you experience you move on like you said the phoenix like Emily we quote Emily the phoenix raised from the ashes so that's the most important thing and you are doing that I mean you did it because the album is already recorded we are not you're not still recording and but I want to know gems why I mean you could pick I don't know phoenix as a name.
I mean, yeah, it's really tough with band names now because there's so many bands out there. So it's kind of almost impossible to come up with a name that nobody has, basically. And when we started to like brainstorm band names, Guernica started to play with our initials, and we kind of,
Yeah.
gem. Oh, that's actually a word, that's a gemstone, that's a diamond. And we were just like, that's really good, But then we saw there were some other bands called the Gems, but they didn't really seem that active. So we gave it a few weeks of thinking, trying like Gems of Thunder, all kinds of different like gems related. But then we just landed on the gems anyway because
Yeah.
it just felt really good and it's short and it's
Yeah.
easy and it's just
To
like all the
remember.
symbolics
It's
around
easy
it.
when you have to
Yeah.
sign autograph.
Exactly. Yeah, so yeah, we went for that and so far so good, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, since I mean, when you release like a Phoenix, it went immediately out like in the charts. It was amazing. So, I mean, how did you feel about all you went through? Because I mean, every time, even just having a band is like having a marriage, a relationship. So, so even if you live in good relationship with the person, it's always something that you carry with you, like a sort of kind of sadness or just memories, good or bad, it doesn't matter. But how did you feel to be out there and putting the first single? You were a little bit scared or afraid that something might be go wrong, or just like it goes how it goes?
I think it was a little bit of both. Like, obviously, we were really excited to show people what we're about. Being that we come from a project, and we've also heard through the grapevine that a certain someone is also taking credit for everything that we did together and things like of that nature. So it became even more important for us to put something out there, because none of us are braggy people. Like, we like to show people what we're about. We don't necessarily like to talk about it. So for us, it was really important to put out our own song quickly. And I think at the end of the day, we all love the song and we're really proud of the song. So however it would have gone, it didn't really matter. But obviously you wanted to be successful, because that in itself is going to allow you to then have a potential career in music. So it's kind of like yeah, that's kind of how I feel with the album now too. I'm proud of the album.
Yeah, I listen, it's beautiful, because that's I can describe the genre itself, because let's say it's kind of a rock metal, just a classic. It doesn't have to be, glam rock, heavy metal, death metal. I don't like labeling. Of course, if you are grinding death, yeah, we have to give credit for that. But Jam's music, it's really for, I think, everyone in the music scene.
Thank you.
No, I really believe it.
Too. That's what we hope too. We want to reach everyone.
It's especially for women is empowering, because especially I think about speaking when I listen Send Me to the Wolf and Send Me to the Wolf and Like a Phoenix, I felt like it's kind of empowering, female empowering. I don't know why, because I even just listened that I didn't pay attention even to the lyrics. I was just listening. Maybe it was the riff, the song, I don't know. But it was good. I mean, you can just do life coaching for women with the music.
We should. Good idea.
It's beautiful. And because all of the song, because there are like 16 songs in the album, which one is the acoustic version of Like a Phoenix. So how we can explain, because of course we don't want to put everything, probably the interview will be released a little bit after the release of the album, so we can maybe say something more. But I want to just ask if how would you describe this journey into the album, like into the full length, like, because it opens with an interlude, Aurora. So it's like the aurora, like of the dawn. Can you describe it? Because of course, if there is a topic behind it, before talking about the sound of it,
I mean,
lyric wise.
Yeah, it's like it is actually like if you listen to the album from start to end, it's kind of listening to the fairy tale of the gems into 2023, like, because the album actually reflects all the emotions that we went through creating the album. I mean, we wrote all the songs in the spring and then we recorded it in the summer. And it was pretty quick. Like we didn't want to lose any time, because we had put so much time and effort and passion into our previous band. So we really wanted to make use of the momentum. And so we just started right away to write new songs. And yeah, in the beginning, we wrote a lot of angry songs, which is, the very opening of the album is, of course, like kind of like a manifest, like We Rise Again, and the opening song Queens is just like about, yeah, we stick together and we are here. Also, it's a tribute to all the queens through history that has like paved the way for us. So it's a celebration and a tribute to a lot of strong females and anybody who wants to be a queen, basically. And then you have a couple of angry songs on the album, because we were really angry in the beginning. then we went through like some sadness and grief because it was heartbreaking for us what happened. And then the end of the album is more like uplifting and positive because, you know, we turn things around. But overall, the album is very empowering. And, you know, because it was kind of therapy for us to write these songs.
It's a kind of a therapy album because even just reading the name of the lyrics when kind of the end there is "Kiss It Goodbye." It's like going through, like you were saying, anger, the sadness, and then you say like, okay, I give you a kiss and that's a goodbye. It's kind of releasing, and then force of nature, fruits of me. It just we fly. That's when the phoenix flies.
Exactly. Yeah. And we really like the outcome of it. And, you know, to have also like, we believe that a lot of people can relate to these lyrics and these themes. And, you know, so if we can inspire other people to, I mean, give them strength to go through hard times in life, that's just amazing.
Because sometimes we don't know, and we don't we think that we are alone in our struggle, but we are not. Especially being as a woman, we go all the time with the struggle with the society, being most of the time a misogynistic in all the world society. So we are not understood sometimes, and we think we are alone, but we are not. Because when you listen, like I said, you should do life counseling for women, because
maybe we should start that.
This album makes it really therapeutic.
I love that. I honestly, we're gonna take that idea from you, because that's we do clinics already where we talk about how we rebuilt and regrouped so quickly, and so we've done it. Yeah, so and we're actually gonna do a clinic in Stockholm around the Women's Day in March. But it's actually a really good idea, because all we want is for people to, and that's equally for us as well, and that's why we try to write things to empower ourselves too, because none of us are always feeling great, and we need to work on self-love and all these things, and we do it through music. And it's really nice to hear you, you know, saying what you're saying, but also the fact that maybe we could actually help others too, and that would be such a dream. That would be super
because
nice.
I mean, why not? I mean, there are so many life counselors all around the world, but I didn't see it, and now at least musician doing that. And I think that musician can reach easier the person, the fan, the woman, the woman, the man, whatever, because sometimes a man as well, just to be just in general, that needs, and give it like a hint. And for example, just to speak a little bit always about the album, if we would like, for example, to suggest a song, really to just, let's say, for example, today I'm feeling knocked down, I'm sad, and I want really to uplift myself. Here as to answer one of you, of course. I mean, both of you. Which song do you suggest from Phoenix?
I think Force of Nature would be a good uplifting song. Because it's fast and it's exciting, and it's also the lyrics, all the different I don't know if you noticed, but all the chakras have, when you do like manifestation work and just that kind of stuff, it's I do, I am, I feel, I see, I you know, all these things.
Exactly. Every chakra.
Yeah, so we wrote that song with that in mind, those lyrics.
That's why.
So the like I do, so you can go through all the chakras of your body through that song. So I think that would be actually a very good uplifting song.
Yeah, amazing. And also Kiss It Goodbye, because that song is all about self-love. Like, you know, when you have that day, you look yourself into the mirror like, damn, I look good today. You know, that when you're in that feeling, that's what that song is all about. Because when you feel like on the top of your game, nobody can kind of get to you, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So let's say that basically you wrote as well an album like about the chakra, because we are focusing each other on the solar plexus, the throat chakra, and the crown, and the third eye. So basically from the 5th to the 7th. we're focusing ourselves. So this last song, but the album, of course, starts with the grounding, with the roots. So realizing what is going on, and then let's move on. I mean, that's beautiful because if we say like this, like if we say like that, I'm gonna use this album in therapy. Because I'm an naturopathic doctor, so I can use that in therapy.
Wow.
You know, for someone who loves rock, so let's do something different. Let's try yoga, some yoga more like rock yoga. And of course, I mean, like I said, the album is gonna be released on the 26th. But how? I mean, where people can buy it, and which type of they're gonna be available on your streaming platform? They're gonna be physical. Which type of physical? Like vinyl, CDs, tape.
Everything.
I mean,
we have the CD here. We got like tons of vinyls today that we're gonna sign and send to our merch shop. So you can buy the physical copies on our merch shop and also on the labels shop. Then we're gonna we have it on Spotify and all the streaming platforms.
Yeah.
So
it should be on all the streaming platforms, and our merch shop is if you Google just the Gems merch, then you get to Merchants, which is the company that has our merchandise online, as well as the Napalm web shop. Obviously they have it as well, but it's vinyl, CD, and
that's cool. Yeah, but it's cool because always the physical copy that stay with you forever. I mean, even the streaming, but we may never know what happens in the future. But vinyls, CDs, even if it don't work anymore, they are always still there. So I always promote the physical copy, and because that supports better the artist. Let's say it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. And live, of course, we will have it live.
Yeah. And what about live? What are you plotting? There's something that you can say, of course, something that we are gonna see around Europe this year, some festival, like in general. If you can say nothing particular, like let's say around some period or some places. I mean, we're gonna see you live, I think.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff in planning right now.
I mean,
we kind of need to release the album first to then be able to book like proper tours around it and everything. But we could tell you that we have a longer European tour planned in the fall.
It's beautiful.
It's like 4 or 5 weeks that our booking agent is setting up right now.
Yeah.
I hope they're gonna touch Italy, and we're gonna see you in Italy. That's amazing. And of course, I mean, that's. I wish you all the best first of all, guys, because that's beautiful. I mean, your work really raising like a phoenix. It's amazing because it's not easy. It's not easy, and that means that you're like a strong woman, and but as well that you have a strong friendship and you really love each other, and that's amazing. And as well, let's say for Mona, because she's not there, let's say greetings to her as well. And you deserve as well because you have amazing voice, Guernica, and Emlee, you're amazing drum. I mean, I saw the live. I saw I saw you on the social media on Instagram, and I love how you interact as well with the audience, with the people there. It's beautiful, and you're right. And I really, in fact, when they proposed me the interview, I was like, of course. So we basically said the 26th is an important date. And did you plan some kind of party or release, or there will be just you're planning something for the release, even just a streaming or something? Did you talk about something?
We're gonna have a release party / show in Stockholm at a venue called Kollektivet Livet. And we're really excited because we're gonna play the album from beginning to end. And that's something that we've never done. And we have guests coming in, playing with us that day. We have Mia, the singer from Crucified Barbara. I don't know if you remember that band. She's playing the bass with us, and she's amazing. So that's really fun. And we're having Maria Jan, who plays the violin on the record. She's going to be there, perform live as well. So I think it's going to be a wonderful event. You know, it's really special for us to be able to celebrate our first album this way with a show in Stockholm. So we're
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, and of
And we're
course,
gonna have we're gonna have a little double celebration as well because it's also Guernica's birthday.
wait. Beautiful. So basically, it's a double. It's beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone in Stockholm is Sweden, even from the north to the south. Let's go to the Stockholm to the
Yes.
Go!
Buy
Come to
tickets
Stockholm.
I mean, if they are if they are in Stockholm, why not? I mean, it would be like dumb. And of course, I mean, it was really a pleasure. And just as well, a quick greetings for the fan of Poison Rock, and especially an advice to everyone that's going through fucking shit period and they want to get out of it. What would you say to them?
Emily.
Listen to our album. No, I mean if you want to, but also like don't forget that you can do whatever you want to. There's like no limits. You are your only worst enemy. Believe in yourself and just never give up. And eventually you're gonna see the light in the tunnel.
Yeah, and I would love to add that I think that if it wasn't because of the friendship with Emily and Mona, I would be in a very, very dark place still. So I do believe that a big part of healing and moving forward is finding friends and, you know, reaching out to people. Don't be scared of sharing, you know, what you're going through with people. Talk to people. Don't be alone, because I think that loneliness kills you as well. So you need to make an effort to find people that are, yeah, good people, and together you can bring each other up. Because that, I mean, our journey is a true testament to that. Like the true sisterhood in our case, that we can, you know, pick each other up when we're really down, and we've had some really low points throughout the year. So I think that that's really important. But also to the people that follow here on Poison Rock, we appreciate you all, and we're really excited to come and play in Italy eventually. And we want to play everywhere, but we love Italy too. We just haven't been there that much, and we want to change that with the Gems. So we hope that we can come and play as soon as possible. And yeah,
I hope to see you soon, and wish you really all the best. And you already are Phoenixes, so I wish you just
thank you.
become, I don't know, eagles, other stunning and I don't know, amazing birds, animals. I don't know. I wish you all the best, and thank you for all your kindness and honesty. That's the best policy ever, the best way of being, and that's how people love you and appreciate you more.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Guernica.
much.
Thank you, Emily. A huge hug, and have a good rest of the interview/day, and take a break for a little bit when you can.
Yeah, eventually.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
It was a pleasure. A huge hug.
Bye.
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 Take me out.